What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on a rolling basketball hoop base. The base is actually rusted up a little bit and I want to try to fix it to see if I can start playing basketball. Let's get into the video. Okay, so here we got a rolling basketball free base. Okay, this is the base of the rolling basketball hoop thing. So what I'm going to do is I have to take these two wheels off by taking these four caps off. 1, 2, 3, 4, and because it's rotted right out here and it's a little rotted out here, but I think this side here can be saved. This side here cannot be because it's already broken. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these four caps off, take the tires off, and see if I get a pair of pliers. And if you can see that right up in there, it is a threaded bolt. Okay, but the bolt's up top with just a threaded piece on here, and I'm gonna go do it. So okay, so I got myself a flathead screwdriver and I'm gonna see if I can try to pry my adjustable pliers here. Now what I can do, if I can, still, I know they come off because there's so much that you have to go through in order to do it. I don't care if it ruins the cap. I can, that's what I'm looking for, and that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's got teeth in it. Okay, and then this. Okay, of course now I can't get it off because it's the way it is. Okay, so now I have to figure out how I can get this bolt off because it's hitting. Yeah, because it's hitting it. Unless the only other thing I can do is take. All right, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Once I figure it out, I'll let y'all know. Okay, so got it out. It's approximately about 1.25 inches, and what I had to do is, I had to it was in it like this. Okay, and once it comes out here, I take the pliers. I actually put it like, you know, so it's like this. So I put the pliers, I kept wiggling it, pull, wiggle, pull, even though it didn't really damage underneath, you know, damage the plastic any, hopefully. So that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's like that. So, and this right here feels like it, this bolt feels like it's got high marks, I guess what you call. I don't know if you can see that. It's got lines through it where the cap locks onto it like that. So I'm gonna have to figure out I think I'm gonna have to get another nut and bolt and then put the nut and bolt through, and then, you know, put the nut on it, whatever. So basically, so it's easier. So if something like this happens again, it's easier just on doing a nut, pulling the bolt out. So all right, set that right there. There's the wheel. Wheels are in really good shape. Now I have to worry about this side. Alright, so I pretty much got it off same way. Okay, teeth, same thing. Now I'm going to show you how I did that. See, I just basically put it up like this, wiggle, pull, wiggle, pull, wiggle, pull, and then the wheel drops down. All right, so now that that's done, now what I have to do is I have to try to get a pair of vice grips, hold on to that and turn it, so that way this right here will turn as well, because it's part of it, and then I can replace these two. All right, so I'm back. So I got myself a pair of channel lock-in pliers, okay, or known as adjustable channel lock pliers. And what I'm gonna do is if you can see that, I'm gonna take it on this bolt, threaded part actually. Take it and see if I can try to maneuver it. All right. Okay. If the channel lock and pliers don't work, then the only other option I have is to take a drill bit, put a center punch right in the middle, right in the middle of the top of this, and then drill it out. Do the same thing to this one, as well as this and that, or all four of them actually. And then what I could do is, I can clean this pole up here, but I'm gonna take this off. Yeah, sorry. So I'm gonna take this off, and then so that way it'd be easier. But I'm not gonna do it right just yet, unless I absolutely have to. But if I do, I can take this off. But yeah, it's really rusted up. So yeah, so I have to find out how I can get it, how I can get this out without ruining anything. Because I really don't want to do that. Tie it up a little bit more. Hold on to it and see when I turn it. It's not even turning. Pieces of rust are flying off of it, but it's not turning. I think it's really rusted. Yep. All right, so I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to come up with a way to either drill these out, to drill all four of these out. I don't care if the bracket itself gets, I do care if the bracket is damaged, but I don't care once I drill these out if that's what it comes down to. If I actually make the hole bigger, because I don't care, because then I could take a nut and bolt and just redo it, and then yeah, then it'll be better. Okay, I got my my socket set out, and I believe this is a 1/2 inch. So what I'm going to try to do is I already put the socket on this one, and it fits on it nicely. So I know it's a 1/2 inch. So what I'm going to do, try to hit it on, and then of course this right here is the wrong size. So yep. So let me get the right size, which should be this size right here. This is a adapter, which is, now some of these are from China and they don't have the sizes on them, but the other ones I have do. But sorry, but actually, so basically they are a 3/8 to 1/4. Okay, so this top piece of 1/4, this is 3/8. So let me try doing this. Let's see if I can try to bust it loose. Alright, so it's tightening it. Alright, hold it down. See if I can try to hold it down. Push it back on the table a little bit more. Let's see if I can get it on down. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's put it on it, like, hold it on there, and see if I can somehow turn it. No, it's just gonna disintegrate. This thing is so badly worn out. Yeah. It's badly worn out. Let's see if this one will come out. I mean, if it breaks, it breaks. I'm not gonna too much worried about it. No, this one here, this one seems to be coming out. It's got, because I gotta take them out anyway and put new bolts in them, so it's not really a big major deal. And I don't want to use a drill with an attachment to pull the bolts out, because just in case if they are chance of breaking them. So I'm doing just like this now. It's almost up. Like that. Of course, now I can't get it off. It's alright, because I'm not going to reuse these. Yeah, I'm not going to end up... now I have to go ahead and put it back down in there, because now it's stuck. There it goes. Okay. So these are what it looks like. Really badly rusted, except this part, except a little bit of the threaded part. But yeah, the rust is like flaking off. Alright, so now that I got this one's now done. Okay, and now what I have to do is I might have to take a drill and tap this one out, and I'm probably gonna have to tap all of the remaining 3 of them out, because there's nothing here. There's no I guess bolt head or head on the bolt for me enough to grab onto, but there is enough on here, but it just keeps yeah, it just keeps turning and turning and turning on it. It ain't doing nothing. The more I put my hand on top, do it like this, try to get it off, it's not gonna come off. Figure out the size. I had to get a drill bit that'll match the hole that this one came out of, and then okay. So I got this parch tray. I've had it for a while. It's from Harbor Freight Tools. You can put like like separate stuff like nuts, bolts, washers, whatever, rocks, whatever, you know, whatever you want to use it for. You know, you could sort the stuff out and do like this. It's really, really nice to have one of these. So anyway, and I got my drill bits. So what I'm gonna do is put these drill bits in here, and now what I'm gonna do is find which one will work better. Okay, so so find out which one will work better. Nope, it's still a little big. Nope. One of these will work. And there it goes. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is, all right, so what I'm gonna have to do is take my gun, which is right here, tighten this up. All right, so now that there we go. So now that I got a little bit of a indentation for the drill bit started, I'm gonna go ahead and so okay, so far we got one bolt out, and I have to drill this bolt out, this one, and this one, so total 3 bolts out. And then what I can do is I'm gonna try to salvage this. I'm not gonna salvage this because I have an idea on how to prop it up and stuff. So let's get into doing this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue doing this, but this is gonna be boring. Okay, I wanted to basically show, this is a syringe, okay, but I'm going to be using this for motor oil. I'm going to be putting motor oil into this syringe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of oil on top of the bolt and let it pre-soak, because my drill bit gets really, really hot. So I'm going to pour it in here like so, and I'm going to set the cap down without spilling any of it. Now what I'm going to do, put it like this, okay, strictly motor oil. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, put some oil on it like this, oil, like that. Okay, now now obviously just bring the plunger back a little bit, and then it stops. Then what I can do is I can just either put this like that, put this back in for now, so the cap doesn't tip or just get, you know, lost or something, whatever it is. So like that. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and continue tapping this out. Let me see if I turn the light on. So okay, basically, okay, as you're aware, I took this bolt out. Okay, this washer right here actually was right there. So all right. Now this bolt right here, I actually have a hole about that far into it. These two I have not done yet. Okay, but I went through, now I do not know what size these are. I went through 3 drill bits. 3 drill bits to try to do that. And all 3 of them broke. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to try to, see, I've been trying to do it this way. But the only thing I have to be concerned about is that when the drill bit heats up, it's going to eventually make the outer, I guess the outer part, okay? It might sound stupid, but there's a washer. Okay, so this actually goes through here, and we'll put it back over. Okay, now, so it goes like this. Okay, so let's say it's like that. Okay, now when this drill bit heats up, I'm afraid it's gonna make the plastic, it's hard to display this, to make the plastic around here nice and hot, and I'm afraid it's gonna actually break. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to figure out another way other than using drill bits to get that out. You know, I could take these drill bits all night and do this, but because, you know, because I'm doing like small, you know, I do I do small, yeah, small, medium, and large into this bolt to make the hole bigger. So that way, what I can do is take a pair of vice grips and go under here, okay, which can go right on. If you can see that, it goes right here. I don't know if you can see that. All right, so it goes right here. Take the vice grips, grip onto it really good, and see watch what happens. I turn it. See, the bolt does not turn. See, that's not good, and it pops off like that. So that's basically my dilemma. I'm trying to get this bolt out without ruining this piece right here. Okay, because if it gets ruined, it's pretty much done with. I'm not gonna be able to do nothing else with it. So that's what I'm trying to prevent. So it's a little bit pain in the butt. I mean, I could take the drill. See, I could take this drill bit out, and I could take this one, put this one back in, tighten this up, and watch. See, it goes in, or you know, it drills it out. But then if I go bigger, okay, I go bigger. See, if I push down on it, so if I push down on the drill, okay, it makes this part here weaker, and that's not what I want to do. See, so you can see that. Do slower. Now if I just do what I'm doing now, but I'm putting pressure on it, I'll be here all night. Okay, so pretty much. Okay, so that's actually a good sign. So now what I can do, take the next size up. Maybe it'll work. Take the next size up. And I think my battery, I think my battery pack's dying down. Like that. Okay, so at least that is a start. The only problem is still that I can't get this bracket undone from this. No, still not gonna be able to get this bracket out, because the main idea, the main objective, the main thing I have here, is I'm trying to get this one here is already out, so I don't have to worry about this one. I'm just trying to get this one out. Then I can work on these two, because what I want to do is I want to put fresh nuts and bolts on both sides, okay, to hold the bracket in place. So when I go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and take this cover here off, which has got a picture of a basketball on it, off, which should be easy. And then I'm going to figure out a way to fix this, either slide something over it, sub-tap screwed in, and then make my own flange like this, but over here. So that's what I'm trying to do. and it's a pain. And see how it turns? See, it turns, but then when I go ahead, now see, I can take this. Yeah, see, it's right there. It's just not. And too bad is that, and underneath here, okay. I don't know if you can see this. Okay, now right underneath. Now, if you can see that, there we go. So if you can see that, see, actually, no, I didn't. I drilled right past it, so I didn't even drill into it. No, didn't even drill into it. So to find a nut and bolt and put on here, and I'm gonna have to leave the existing on here as well as that. And so I'm gonna worry about this one now. So I'm not gonna worry about this side. I'm gonna worry about this side, because see, I tried drilling and it actually punctured a hole, or drilled a hole right straight through there. Okay, everybody. All right, let me just adjust my GoPro here. Okay, so basically these two here, this one here is not tapped out. This one came out fine, which is good. This one right here, yeah, this one right here I had to drill out. Okay, so it's gonna have to make do with what this is, even though that piece of flange is right here. I might be able to figure out something without ruining the outer part of this, so I don't want to melt it by the drill bits and having it fall apart. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take this, and I don't know if it just broke or not. Hold on. Don't know if it broke. Did it? Yeah, it broke right off. See, another one down. Whoop. Another one down. All right, try another one. Looks like this one. See, that's what I'm talking about. Every time I drill one of them out, they just keep breaking apart, because I don't think these drill bits here. I don't think these drill bits here are the proper, how do I say this to you? The right drill bit to do metal. Some is to do plastic, some do metal, but I don't know if the ones that are already broken are the ones that are for metal, or what. I don't know. It's like whatever I do, how I do, they just keep disintegrating. They just keep breaking and breaking and breaking. That's it. It just keeps breaking. So I gotta try and get this. I gotta try and get these out. See, please, because these arms right here, like I mentioned, this right here, this, and the other one right here, and yeah, and this one right here, which is broken off. This one is already right there. This one gets adjustment right there. So this is actually still good. I could be able to grind this wire brusher down, or wire down, clean it up, respray paint. Hopefully it'll stop. And then I have to know. I'm gonna use, or try to use. Now here's my secret. I'm gonna try to use. Actually, one right here. I'm gonna try to use this. Okay, for this. Now what I'm gonna try to do, so if this works, anybody can do this, to save them time throwing this base out, okay, for the rolling basketball hoop, because these things are really expensive. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a black marker, I'm gonna go like this up and out, so it's gonna be like, you know, from here down and all the way across here. I'm gonna repeat the same side here. I'm gonna cut it, and I'm gonna do is I'm gonna melt it somehow with a lighter. I could probably use a lighter, bend it so it actually looks like this. So this piece to be cut from here over, and then what I can do is I can melt it. Okay, it'll make more sense as I do it and do it up, whatever it is stuff, so I could do different adjustments on both sides. So I'm gonna try and end up using this, okay, because I have a white one right here, which this one right here is not as strong, so the white one's less See this one, see even this one, huh? It's still a little bit tougher. So that's what I'm gonna do. So pretty much this is what I've done. I've tried tapping it out. As you can tell, it's okay, rusty. So this is what I've done. Sorry, so don't judge me. Okay, I pretty much took a pair. I have two channel locking pliers. Okay, I have a wide part, or I'm sorry, I have a wide pair and a thin pair. What I mean by that is the teeth part here. Okay, so anyway, I'll explain to you as I go along. So what I did is I locked it on to here. I got it high enough. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it like this. The main object for me is get this thing off. So, and it popped off. Okay, that's still fine. Okay, so what I did, lock this on. Okay, may have to go a little tighter, just a little bit more. Okay, lock it on. Same thing, put this on here. Okay, looks kind of weird, but if it works, it works. And then I have to do is try to turn it carefully. Turn it carefully. Keep doing it. Yep. Hopefully it'll work. Oh, I feel it's getting loose. It feels it's not. There we go. There. And there it is. There's this part here. Fits on. So this piece right here fits on this. And washer, which looks destroyed. Rusted, destroyed. And this part right here goes right in like that. Yep, that's what it is. So now that one's now done, okay, see now it didn't ruin this. This is what I was talking about. It didn't ruin this right here. This is still all intact. It's still strong. Now I have to worry about getting this one off. Okay, so countless minutes of trying to do the same thing the same setup that I just had, which is only to grip it, turn it, but this is too wide. And the brace is smaller. This is wider, so see, it does that. This one's almost the same way. So now what I did, until it pops off. Now what I'm going to try to do is turn it. Try to see if I can keep turning it until it pops. See, it's +2. It's kind of messed up. Sparklemania. Okay, it's like the same thing. See, it's still not gripping. It's like it just stops doing it after because I think the bolt is so rusted that it just keeps doing the same thing that it does. It just keeps doing the same thing. Yep, keeps doing the same thing. All right. Let me see if I can get a grip on it now. Hopefully I can. And okay, I think I know what it is. The threading on the bolt that holds this bracket on is so severely rusted out and damaged that as I keep trying to turn it with this, watch what happens. See, as I turn it, it's kind of flying off because it's so severely damaged. So what I'm going to have to do is I'll undo this. Okay, I'm going to have to lift this up. If I lift this up again, I'll try to at least a little bit more. Okay, so lift. I'm going to try to grip onto it and see if I can do the same thing that I did the other side. Pops right off. Try it again. Man, either I'm getting weaker or this thing's getting stronger. Okay, ready? Let's try it again. Oh, it's right there too. see how I turn the bracket. Okay, all right, and as we keep trying to turn the bolt, see it? It's coming up. It's turning with it, which tells me two of the following things. Okay, that I'm hopefully not going to damage this bolt. Good. There we go. There we go. Looks like it's coming now. Yep. And there you go. We did it. Look at that. This is what I was talking about. Okay. These are still good. I could spray paint the same color as the base. So it's no big deal. Okay. Now what I have to do is I have to find nuts and bolts. A threaded bolt that will thread into here. If not, I'm not worried about it, because all I have to really do is find yes, thank God, yes, we did it, yes. Now the only thing is I like to just try to get this one out. That one right there. So yes, we finally did it, got it. Now I want to try to get this off. So now I'm going to try to get this one off, and then we're getting there. So I'm not going to be able to cut. I'm not going to be able to cut this tonight. And if I could try to work on this and blah, 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 I'm speeching for words here. If I could try to get this one off, get this out tonight. Okay, try. If not, then I will call it a night on this, and then I will pick it up tomorrow. So let me try to get this one out. Okay, this is the washer. Okay, this washer was directly, okay, pull this thing off here for a second. So this washer was directly underneath this, like underneath it like that, but underneath. So what I did, I found a piece that was, I found a section that was broken, and I bent this up with a pair of pliers, or no, I'm sorry, with a flathead screwdriver, just bent it up. And when I did that, I took these and I went and I actually turned it enough where this came off. Now what I'm going to do is share it with everybody here. And hold the bracket, and booyah. Look at that. We done it. Yes, we done it. Yep, that's done. See, and you can also see too where I actually drilled. So I was wanted to go here, you know, in here to come out this hole. But instead, when I drilled it, it actually tapered off, or actually, when I drilled it, I just went over a little too far. But it's okay though, because I can still use it. So, yep, there they are. Yep. All right. Now I have to get. I believe I already have. I already have nuts and bolts, I believe, that will go into that will. I'm not gonna let me get this straight. I have nuts and bolts, but I'm gonna make them small enough to the point to where I don't have to screw them in. I just want to basically drop it in, but I want the bolts to be only approximately this big, because the wheel is gonna be right here, and it's barely, I mean literally barely going to be enough room for this. So let me put this in here and show you. Now this is the old one, so I'm gonna put this in, and this is exactly how much space. If you can see that, if you see that in the camera, see it. This one I'm not so much worried about. It's this one I am. So I may have to get a flat, a very thin nut, and a bolt, preferably probably about an inch or a half inch. Even about an inch would be fine, because remember, because this piece here is thin. So when I actually do this, so when I actually put this back in here. Okay, I could put it right, like drop it in, you know, like not thread it in, but just drop it in, and then go from behind here, I guess, or something. We'll figure something out. But I don't want to screw them in again. I want to pop the bolt in, and then hold it with a nut. Do it that way, so that way if I need to, you know, do something important, do something to it, or move it, or whatever it is for any reason, it's easy to just take undo the nut bolt, pull it off real quick, and done. So the only thing I have to do is do this, but it's going to be too late tonight to do it. It is exactly 7:38 p.m. Wednesday. So I don't want to do anything with this right now, because I have to take a black marker, which is right here. And what I'm going to do is I'll just give a little bit of let everybody know a little bit, give an idea of what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is take the black marker, go here, go down, and go directly across. Of course, it's going to be a little straighter than that, but it's all right though. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do the same thing to the opposite side. So I'm going to basically just bring it over the light. It's easier. So basically, I'm going to do it right like this, and again, do this. Okay, so I have to do a little bit more. Okay, all right, and then what I can do is I bring it down, and there you go. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna cut this, not tonight. I'm gonna cut right along this line. It don't make if it's wiggly or nothing, or straight. Sorry, straight, wiggly. It's okay if it's not straight, because I could just cut it with the cutoff wheel. So cut it down like this, down that way, cut it that way, this way, and then what I can do is I can slide this over this. Yeah, I can slide this over here, and I could put a self-tapping screw, or better yet, I could take a drill it, okay, and then put another nut and bolt. So basically, go ahead and do this, so I can drill here, and then put a nut and bolt to hold it on, and then this will already be done here. Then all I have to do is basically just bring it over here, and basically go ahead and somehow melt this till it looks like this. So it goes boom and boom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole here. Yes, I'm going to drill a hole here and here. So that way what I could do is what I can do is I can adjust it adjust it however I see fit. So basically it was originally right here, so this is probably where it's going to go, like right there. And then the other bar is going to go here. All right, everybody. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. Also hit that post notification bell, so that when I post a new video, you'll be notified. See you in the next video. Peace.